to hit this with some Sown, kill all this volunteer stuff, and might possibly get my wheat sown before we get the combine back together. So I'm gonna be hitting some spots like this today. It's not gonna be the whole video, but concentrating on the 2 wheat fields first, and then crossroad I've already worked out a ditch. Dad's fixing to bush hog that. Hard to believe there was a stump there a couple weeks ago. So I done got my other field burned down using paraquat and Roundup and Sharpen. That's what we're using. So not gonna be a lot on the spraying, because hopefully my seed shows up tomorrow and everything goes all right. We'll be sowing wheat out here. So I'm gonna get at it. May hang the camera on the boom or something for a little bit. So we'll see you then. Used to be a ditch right up here. Dozer's coming in handy. Fixing to leave. So maybe later than what I wanted to be. Maybe I can get this field done. I might knock the 9 acres out, but we're probably gonna go finish corn tomorrow, and we'll need this tractor for the grain cart. Well, I got the inroads done, going back and forth now. USG is the weed I'm using, and since it's early for this part of Tennessee, we're going 1 million seeds. That's what we calibrated, a little over 1 million seeds per acre, which is about 110 pounds. Now later on in the year, as it gets colder and stuff, you would want to probably go about 130 or 100, especially later 140. That's what we're doing. It's the red on it was treatment. Aphids are real bad about getting into the wheat if it's not treated. This is part of the field I didn't bush hog. I was about out of diesel. Not much of it, but you can see I sprayed this yesterday with Sown, Roundup, Sharpen. It's already starting to turn, and yesterday was our first frost, and that past 2 days have been pretty chilly, but today it's warm back up. We are over the halfway mark, so I'm stretching my legs and just kind of checking things out. Alright, I'm gonna check my seed. The indicator hadn't moved. Sometimes that float gets stuck. some reason something's going on here. Glad I stopped and checked this out. So right there, that unit right there over that rail that's got the seed, the cup came loose or opened up. What that is that right there. So don't know how much of that was done like that. If we're going to have some skippy rows, but it looks like we're going to have some that's some places going to be pretty thick. What a corn stalks got built up on bush hog. I'm just going to go down here and try to call them and refill the drill. Well, at least it wasn't on the highway. That's where the other field is, so where you usually make your mistakes. I didn't fill all the way up. It's filled kind of in that little hopper there. I'm not going to need another fill up, I don't think. So I'll get this field done and go down and get the small field that close to the house. Plant in the dust, your bins will bust, or so they say. We're done with this field. That's a cut off to keep them raised. And this takes it out of gear. We'll have to use two hands. I doubt if I have enough to do with 9 acres. If I can get somebody to bring me the truck and I get to the other field, I'll fill it halfway up. Well, I've got it moved over here to this other field. Real low on seed. I think everybody else went home. So I'm gonna work a little bit longer, finish this up in the morning, and we're gonna finish corn, hopefully. Saturday afternoon, 4 o'clock, just now getting to the field. Not, well, per se, not too bad looking corn, but I guess it's gonna be about average on par with the rest of it. Got Dad, my cousin, got the combine back together yesterday while I was sowing wheat. I went and finished wheat this morning, got done about 9 o'clock, and we come to the field after lunch. It was a heavy dew, and first thing off the bat, through a chain. We spent all afternoon tearing the combine back apart here in the field because some boards, I guess they was using to prop up something, was left in the combine. So Dad and I have a visitation to go to this afternoon, so we're just going to cut a little bit. Well, one game I always try to listen to, and the radio don't work, quit working on me, is the Tennessee, Alabama. Of course, I'm for Tennessee, but it's not even halftime yet. Alabama's got them by 7 points. So we'll just have to find out who's going to win. This field is cut up by trees and necks and everything else. So this afternoon we're just going to cut this top section out and call it a day. I believe my window's a little dirty. Well, it's Monday morning, so we didn't get to cut much. Like I said, we had a visitation from a neighbor, passed away, so hopefully we'll finish corn today. About 20 acres left, 19. Don't know how much we cut here. And by the way, my team, Tennessee, won. Didn't get to watch none of it. Like I said, I was keeping up with it on my cell phone, and then where I had to go for that visitation wasn't no service, so I didn't find out till after the game. But seemed like a pretty good game, both teams. We were trying to get a cart full, or maybe a front hopper of the truck full, because I've got to cart this down the road, up a hill, and some other stuff, and way I got to go out on here. If it's full, I'll spill some over. So he's fixing to unload on me. Maybe that's enough to fill half the truck. Well, this is what I'm talking about here. It's a pretty good hill. Slants up that side. If I'm full like I've been getting, I'll spill a lot. So I'm gonna get out on the road and up here and go up the hill and put some on the truck. Well, they're getting ready to go today. So I've showed this before. We use this church parking lot to load out in. I got permission a couple years ago from the preacher. Well, I actually put a little bit on the back. Well, I got back, he's got a bubble on him, about full. So this corn may be turning out pretty good for this year. Well, I got a load. It's lunchtime. I'm gonna grab something on the way up there. Dad's gonna, I guess, sit down and eat somewhere, but maybe I'll have some corn waiting on me when I get back. I'm ready to knock this field out and get on the beans. Well, it was on an uneventful trip to the granary. Got up there and got back, got me some lunch. So we got a hole down there leaking above that wheel. We thought we had it fixed. So I got back and he had me a hopper full and fixed that grain cart full. Still like a few acres. We might get 1,800 bushel off this field. 21 acres. That's not saying a whole lot, but it's some of the better corn we've had this year. We are about to wrap it up, not too many acres left, and may get more closer to a truckload than what I thought. They just put a pretty good hopper on me. Bunch of short rows. Well, I thought that was last pass, but I think we got a partial pass beside it. But 2024 corn is done. So after I get the truck loaded, I got the 2 tickets off this field. I believe we may be close to 100 bushel an acre. That's pretty good for this year. That's dang good for this year. Well, I just got it back. So the 2 tickets, 123 bushel per acre. I'll take that on this year. That would normally be a bad yield. So end of corn harvest. Gonna try to start soybeans tomorrow. So catch you on that, and God bless you.